What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Alexander Usyk. Get this, Alexander Usyk, his promoter had this to say. He said, quote, "The strategy is the strategy. It means the direction you have to go, and this is facing Fury for Undisputed is exactly the direction." Usyk on Usyk and Fury. Let me counterpunch. I think that Usyk and Fury is the fight to be made. I think those are the long survivors. Joshua and Wilder were out, along with White out, okay? And I think it's Alexander Usyk's time to do what he's supposed to do in the rematch against Anthony Joshua. However, let me counter. I want people to be aware of the danger of overlooking Anthony Joshua, though. Anthony Joshua is one of those type of guys that everybody will think that he's not going to do what he ends up doing. Okay, we learned that from the Andy Ruiz fight, and I'll be damned I won't follow down that same trail. I thought that he was going to beat Andy Ruiz anyway because I watched that first fight again and again, and I just could not see Andy Ruiz doing what he did in the first fight unless Anthony Joshua allowed some carelessness to take place, which he did. Okay, and in that case, he thought he had him out of there. He tried to take him out, and in that case, he got hurt, and it changed the whole duration of the fight. Okay, but as far as Alexander Usyk, if he goes in there and boxes, he should be able to do what he can do to Joshua, but Joshua could easily make some tweaks and do some roughhousing in there, work the body like Canelo in the Lara fight, okay, and make sure that he puts and applies the pressure as needed. Okay, so this is all about perception. Boxing really is. As long as you're not significantly hurt, I think that Joshua should start throwing those punches to the body, working that midsection on Alexander Usyk, and not letting up 1 minute. Cutting off the ring at every point, watching those counters, and the speed and accuracy of Alexander Usyk is more easier said than done, but that's what's going to happen. However, that fight has to happen before this fight ever can take place. That's if Tyson Fury even decides to come back to the sport. And even if he doesn't, he could do certain things to this platform to totally disrupt it. He could stay gone for a year. I mean, Tyson Fury's known to do that. He could stay gone for 2 years. And I think it's not even the fact of will he retire, it's how long he will stay retired. I think that's better put. Because at the end of the day, Tyson Fury is a type of guy that's all over the place. Next week, he could say, you know what, I'm going back to the squared circle because I have some unfinished business. Now, as of right now, he's promised Paris that he will stay out of the squared circle. He will stay out of the limelight. He will stay out of fear of clear and present danger of other opponents. But that could all change in the blink of an eye, okay? And I think that Tyson Fury is the type of guy that at times he thinks differently, okay? And at times I feel that he needs validation. He needs confirmation. And I think with Alexander Usyk looking past Anthony Joshua could be hazardous, okay? Now, I know this isn't Alexander Usyk, but this is Usyk, and he's the business mind behind Usyk, of course. But, you know, I think when him saying things like this, he's also delaying or relaying this message to Alexander Usyk. And I think if anybody that could throw you off a lot of the times, especially if you let things get to your head, which I don't think Alexander Usyk will do. But I will say, don't forget about Anthony Joshua too. Bars. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Usyk on Usyk and Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.